welcome to my channel Click and Design. Let's get started.
Hello guys, so in this video we are going to talk about the various parameters in Revit. So let's see how these parameters works. So for that I will create a new family. We'll go to new option under the families. We'll click on new and then I will select the family template. For that I will select the English template and then here we have mechanical template. Okay, so select it and click on open to open the template. After opening the template, now we will try to create a family object and we'll see how the parameters work with this family object. So for creating a family, let's first of all create a reference line. So we have this horizontal reference line. Let's create some more and then vertically, as you can see, you can follow these instructions. Okay, so here we have created the frame for the family. Now let's create the dimensions for the constraints. So taking this level as a reference, I am creating this equilateral constraint. Then again I have this dimension. Okay, now same I will do here. We'll take the reference from the reference level and make them equilateral. Then again we'll give the dimension. So here we have the dimension. First of all, we will see how instance parameter works. For that I will select this dimension and then we'll click on create parameter and then we'll give a name to the parameter. So let it be length and then select instance to make it a instance parameter and then click on OK. So here we have the length as an instance parameter. Okay, and now let's select this dimension, create parameter, and let's create this parameter as breadth. So here we have the breadth and again it will be instance parameter for us. Click on OK and here we have the length and the breadth for this given family. Now let's modify the length. Select the length and let's modify it to 1000 mm and then with the breadth let it be 500 mm. Okay, so here we have the length and the breadth for this frame. Now let's create the extrusion. For that we'll go to create, select extrusion and then select the rectangle. To create a cuboid we have to create a rectangle. Let's draw this rectangle and then lock this sides and give them constraints. Before clicking on OK, you can modify the extrusion level or the extrusion end. Let's give it a value, let's say 500 mm and then you can click on OK. So here we have the cuboid ready. If you want to see the cuboid in 3D, you have to open the default 3D view and you will see here we have the cuboid. Okay, now we have created the instance parameter. Now let's see how to create the type parameter. For that we have to go to the front elevation for this family. And now in the front elevation you can see here we have the height. Now let's create the height with the help of type parameter. Okay, for that you have to go to create and then use reference line and create a reference line, as you can see. And now you have to align the side of the surface, this surface and this line. For that you have to use the tool align. Select both the surfaces, okay, and lock them. So now both of them has been aligned. Now let's give a dimension. So here we have the dimension and lock this dimension. After you can select the dimension and create a parameter out of it. Create parameter and give a name to this parameter, let's say height. So here we have the name height and now in this case we are going to create the type parameter. For that we will select the type and then click on OK. So here we have the height as a type parameter and click on this lock to make the constraints. Okay, So everything is ready. Now we need to save this family. For that I will go to file, then click on save as, and then click on family, and you can save this family wherever you want. Okay, and then click on save. So the family has been saved. Now now open a new project. For that we'll go to new, and then select the template whichever you want. I will select English metric template, for that English, and then I will select system default metric template and open and click on OK. So here we have the system default metric template. In this template we will be going to upload the families. For that go to insert, load family, and then select the family we have created. Just click on open. Okay, the family has been loaded into the project. Now need to go to the architecture, then select component, and you will see here we have the family. So let's place two families, 1 and 2. Okay, now the family has been placed into the view. Open the 3D view, and in the 3D view you can see here we have the two families. Okay, now let's talk about the parameters, how we can maintain the parameters for this particular family. For that let's select the first family, and then you will see in the properties we have dimensions, breadth, and the length. Okay, so right now these are instance parameter, and as the name says instance, we can change them instantly. So for that let's change the breadth of the first family to be 1000, and then you can just simply apply it. So you can see the breadth has been changed. Okay, now let's select second family, and again you can see here we have the breadth and the length. Now let's change the breadth to be, let's say, 2000 mm, and then click on apply. So here we have made some changes to the family. Okay, now this was about the instance parameter. Okay, now let's talk about the type parameters for this particular families. For that select the family and then go to the did type, and you will see in the type properties we have the type parameters, and under the dimensions we have this height. Now this height is a type parameter. So if we'll make the changes to this height, let's say 1000, these changes will be visible everywhere the family is. So we will apply and OK, and you will see both the families have attained the new height. So this is how type parameter works. So this was the difference between the instance parameter and the type parameter in Revit. So now we will talk about the project parameters in Revit. Project parameters tell us the properties of any object in Revit. For that, let's go to System tab and let's select a pipe. And now let's sketch it. So here we have this pipe over here. Now let's change it to fine and to period. So here we have this pipe. If you will select this pipe, you will see in the properties dialog all the properties connected to this particular pipe. Okay, or if you will go to edit type, you will see the type parameters for this particular pipe. So now let's create a parameter, project parameter for this pipe. To create a project parameter, you have to go to manage tab, and then you will see over here the icon project parameters. Select this project parameters and click on add to create a new one. Now here you will see the parameter type. You will check project parameter and then the parameter data. In place of name, you can add the parameter. Let it be material. Okay, discipline, let it be common. Type of parameter, you can insert text. Okay, so now you have to select it should be a type parameter or an instance parameter. So I will select type, and then in the categories I will select the pipe and the pipe fittings. So here we have the pipe fittings and the pipes. Okay, also you can select the pipe placeholder. then click on OK and then OK, and the project parameter has been created for this pipe. Now if you will select this pipe, you will go into the grid type and you will see here the parameter called text and the material. Here you can insert the value for this material, let it be okay, and then click on apply and OK. Now again let's draw a pipe. Go to system, create a pipe, and then exit. Now if you will select the pipe, go to the edit type, and then here you will see in the text parameter the material is okay. So this is how you create project parameters in Revit. And now for the sketches guys, let's see how to create the invisibility feature for the pipes which are hidden in walls or beams. So for that, let's go to the manage tab and then we'll go to project parameters. Click on add to create a new one. Name the parameter, let it be visibility, okay, and then discipline will be common. Type of parameter, you will select text, okay, and this will be instance parameter right now. Now from the categories you have to select the pipe and pipe fittings. Here we have pipe fittings and the pipes. Also you can select pipe placeholder, then click on OK. Okay, so the visibility parameter has been created for the pipe. Now go to system tab and now let's create a pipe. So here we have this pipe. Now if you will select this pipe, you will see here we have this parameter for the visibility already. Now if you want to change the color of this pipe, so you have to add the filters to the project. For that you have to go to the view tab and then here we have the filters. Click on filters. Now you need to create a new filter, so click on new and create a new filter. Let it be filter visibility and then click on OK. Now from the categories you have to select the pipe items. For that I will select pipe fittings, pipe placeholders, and then pipes. Here in the filter rules, all selected, you will select the visibility parameter and then equals to, here you can give a value to it. As you do in sketches, we have this value INV, stand for invisible, okay, and then click on apply, and so the filter has been created, the parameter has been created. Now let's go to the visibility graphics to define the filter. Here we have the filters, add the filter to it. So the filter is visibility, click on OK, and here we have the filter visibility. Now you can define the different pattern for the invisible pipes. Let it be solid fill and the color let it be one, then click OK, OK, and apply, OK. So the parameter has been created, the filter has been set. Now let's select the pipe, and now you will see in the properties we have this text parameter visibility. If you will write the value INV and you will enter, the color of the pipe will be changed. And so in such way you can define the filters using the project parameters or creating backgrounds in Revit. So this was all about creating parameters in Revit. Thank you.